Is it gonna be enough? Oh, it misses. Oh, God. Oh, no. That was painful to watch. Everything went wrong. Hello there, everybody. Today I'm casting a low-level Legends cast. Today it's a 2v2 on Wolfheze. Between Faith Hunter and... well, this guy's name looks like Ilek, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be some stylized Cyrillic, like a Russian font. I think it's supposed to say Pyos Pustini, which means Dog of the Desert. Yeah, just stylize it kind of weird using English letters. So yeah, Faith Hunter and Pyos, I'll say, as allies. Pyos is automatically locked in here. Pathfinders, airborne company that is. Why not? That's pretty much the meta right now for Americans, isn't it? Faith Hunter is playing Soviets, but has not picked a doctrine yet. BT7 playing OKW is locked in Firestorm, and Scylax, maybe like Scylax, whatever. I'm gonna say Scylax has locked in Mobile Defense Doctrine. That's one you don't see very often, although it was the meta like, I don't know, like 4 years ago or something, back when the Puma came in a lot earlier. So, these guys are like level 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. So this puts them like still solidly in the top like 50-60% of players. So these are some solidly mid-range players here. And so we should see some good mid-range gameplay from all of them. I'll say a pretty standard start from BT7, 2 Volks coming up, Kubel. I can't imagine playing OKW without the Kubel, actually. It's such a strong early game unit. It's such an annoying unit that doesn't bleed any manpower for you, obviously. Although it does, you know, take time from your Stern Pioneers, which could be doing other things like laying wire and fighting, of course. Yeah, largely when I'm playing against the Kubel, I just try to stay in green cover and largely ignore it, because I don't want to spend time shooting at it when I could be shooting at a unit will actually bleed manpower. So if there's a choice between shooting the Kubel and shooting another unit, I usually try to shoot at the other unit, unless I can really guarantee that I'll get a kill on the Kubel. Or do enough damage to it so that it's out of the fight for a long time. What do we got from other people's builds here? Pyos has done double Pathfinders, single Rifleman. Pretty standard from Americans, usually going into lieutenants or captain after that, so 3 infantry squads plus captain or lieutenant. I really do need to make a USF build order video. Scylax's MG is a little bit out of position here, although it is shooting at the squad in the building. What has he got? Yeah, 2 Grenadiers plus the HMG. Probably going to see a 3rd Gren squad, but who knows? We could see a mortar, maybe. Wolfheze, of course, is a weird map because it's got both the fuels on the same side of the map and both the munitions opposite to them. So it is a little bit weird. I do consider the fuel side to be more important, so you can be absolutely dominating the other side, but quickly lose the game because of having no fuel control. Yeah, so I do definitely prioritize this side of the map when playing Wolfheze. It's also a pretty good, easy to get cutoff point here and here, so you know, I like to have one teammate prioritize, you know, holding the fuel, and the other teammate prioritize getting the cutoff and trying to hold maybe 1 munitions, but not worrying too much about the star over here or the other munitions point, because you know, you don't want to overextend yourself on this side of the map, which is not all that important when it comes down to it. Not to say munitions aren't important, they definitely are, but I would say, especially early and mid-game, fuel is more important. Those timings on your light and medium vehicles are crucial in this game. Late game, of course, munitions can be extremely important to call in, you know, airstrikes like the P-47 rocket strafe, the big old rocket artillery from Firestorm, and whatnot. We've got 2 on the Kubel already. 6 kills is pretty impressive for a Kubel. At Veterancy 3, it does unlock these self-repairs, and at Veterancy 1, it gets detection, which is pretty cool. Veterancy 5, it gets suppression, which makes it insanely annoying. But I think Veteran C3 is when the Kubo really starts getting good, because you don't have to worry about repairing it with Sturm Pioneers. You're not wasting valuable Sturm Pioneer time on repairing your Kubo. Kubo also does get shared veterancy, so as long as it's near combat, it will get some veterancy. I also need to make a video about shared veterancy. I think it's a useful topic. We do have an Opa Blitz out from BT7. I'd like to see that. Hopefully we'll see him use it not just as, you know, base healing, but also a little bit of, you know, mobile transport and healing at the front. We do have the Mechanized Regiment Headquarters. So this is a pretty unorthodox build from BT7. We see most Okadoe players go with the Battle Group Headquarters because of the healing there. But of course, with Firestorm, you can go for the Opa Blitz truck and use that for healing. I do, by the way, have a video about a build like this, going mechanized with Firestorm. So if you're interested in learning this build order, or a build order similar to this, you can go ahead and watch that video. Like and subscribe, you know, please. I need more subscribes. Always desperate to get those subs. This is not a cutoff, by the way. It kind of looks like it might be one, but let's take a look at the attack mapper. Yeah, it is not a cutoff. Can't really see anything. There's so many units on the field. Do have the M5 upgraded to the M17 quad half track. And a 222 out from Scylax. I find that the M17 usually beats the 222 if it stands still, because the accuracy gets a big penalty if it's moving around. 222 will beat it at long range, though, if it kind of moves in and out of the maximum range. These Sturm Pioneers could go down, but they don't. M17 already on Veteran C1, getting that overdrive ability. M17 ZSU M17 MGMC. It's a very long acronym there. That is the upgraded M5, though. So M5 with a quad gun, AA gun. MG probably needs to retreat. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, so with these team game replays, I'm not going to concentrate too much on, you know, every unit that was lost, every engagement and stuff. I find that just too annoying for me. And I feel like it kind of makes me distracted from the overall flow of the battle if I'm just looking around to find, oh, what got wiped, what got wiped. I'm just going to try to look at the overall flow of the battle and keep an eye on, you know, big engagements, things like that. Not worry too much about, you know, every unit getting wiped, every weapon being dropped, etc., etc. That'll be even more true, of course, of, you know, 3v3 and 4v4 bigger team games. I think 2v2 is kind of a mix. Gotta stop preparing here with this Pioneer squad. Could go down, does go down. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you are repairing, because you take, I want to say, like twice damage, or 3 times damage. You take a lot of damage. You have a Luke's out here from BD7. Oh man, where are you going? They're gonna run into those guards with the PTRSs. Should probably focus on those guys out of cover. Yep, good. Force the retreat on those Pathfinders. We have a 50 cal up here from Pyos. Dog from Dog. Desert Dog. I wonder if that's what Russians call Rommel. Not Desert Fox, but Desert Dog. Ooh, he's activated the armor-piercing rounds. If he gets lucky, he can take down the 222. Oh! Just needed like one more shot on that burst. Would have gone down. That's gotta be frustrating. Dude, AT gun up here from Pyos, which means he has gone for the captain. I didn't notice that. Do you think he's gonna build the flak half track? Doesn't look like it. It'll be a little bit too late for the captain. Guys all suppressing to get out. Yep, there they go. Where is the Opa Blitz? Still at the base. I mean, I understand the desire not to lose it. It is pretty wimpy when it comes to... has a lot of health, but does have really bad armor, so, you know, small arms will generally penetrate it. So it can be a little bit risky to have it on the front lines, but very powerful if used correctly. It doesn't buff the reload speed of the units around it. Give them a little DPS buff. Head morpher out here from BT7. Yeah, if you're gonna go with the mechanized company, you really gotta make sure that you're getting the maximum out of your light vehicles here. Luke's has only got 1 kill so far. Thought I hit Veterancy 1 though. Not sure what I guess Veterancy 1. What does it say here? Oh, cautious movement, that's right. Not a super useful ability on the Lukes, although maybe I'm just missing something. It's more useful on the Jagdpanzer. Although, who knows? I very rarely play with the Lukes. So I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's a great ability. It is free, after all. I believe it slows your movement, though. There's some MP40s out on these Grens. That's what I like to do. I like to have 1 Volksgren squad with the MP40s and 2 with the STGs, or 3 with the STGs. MP40s can be useful with the smoke grenades, but I think in general, not a superb close combat unit, and does end up bleeding a lot while trying to close the distance. But like I said, the smoke grenades can be pretty damn useful, so I do like to have 1 squad of them around. Looks up to 5 kills now, getting its money's worth, I suppose. I haven't seen a ton here from Scylax, haven't been paying much attention. I wonder, oh, he's attacking up to battle phase 3 already. Wow, we're gonna see fast heavies, Panzerwerfer, maybe? I don't know. Brumbar? Brumbar can be very powerful against Soviets, I would say. Well, Kirkorov wins everything, but I like a lot against Soviets. Luke's could go down here. 1 more shot. Needs to hold fire. Needs to hold fire. Oh! I need to turn this way to get out of the arc. It was kind of like driving backwards into the arc. You should always check the arc of the AT gun that's shooting at you to find the fastest way to get out of it. Because if you just turned around, you know, this direction, he definitely could have saved that Luke's there. Although the PTRS guards were chilling pretty close by. But I think it was survived. Also need to hold fire. Yeah, you should always hold fire while you're getting out so you don't reveal yourself on accident. Man, this scout car, getting lucky here. 2nd time it survived with just a hair of hell. Again, very unrealistic camouflage here, as I always talk about. This camo, oops, wow. That was an impressive dive. Is he going to get out? Is he going to get out? Is it going to go down a small arms fire? Wow. Could go down. Needs to hold fire. Hold fire. Don't shoot. Hold fire. That's why you hold fire when you're retreating, because it just revealed itself when it shot that little last burst there. That was extremely stupid. Could have survived. Also probably need to activate overdrive. Overdrive would have saved it as well. Anyways, what I was saying about the camo. That camo, which we saw from BT, or not BT7, from Scylax, was never used during the war. It was actually used after the war when Allied troops captured factories from the Germans and asked the Germans to make some camouflage, but they didn't have the paint. They're already out of the regular paints, and so they used the primer paint as a camouflage color, the primer red. But it was not normally used on the battlefield. This Storm Pioneer needs to get out. Yeah, the only historical stuff I know, you know, that I don't consider myself to be relatively well versed in, is camouflage, tank camouflage. I used to paint a lot of models, and so I did learn a lot about the, you know, historiosity of the camouflage. What is this half-track doing here? Going home is what it's doing. Very good map control right now from the Allies. By the way, Faith Hunter has picked Guard Motor Coordination. What do you know? What a classic combination. Airborne Company and Guard Motor Coordination. A lack of creativity from the Allies here, but can you blame them? Can you really blame them? If you want to win the game, that's what you pick, right? We do have a Sherman out here from Pyos, from Dog.
Tank upgrade complete. We're losing a capture point.
Does get snared there. This camo, I don't know. Actually, I don't know a whole lot about American camo, but I do know that 99% of American tanks were definitely just olive drab. I'm not sure if what the rules were for American tank crews about customizing their camo jobs there. Definitely haven't seen that kind of camo in my research, but doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I could believe there's some customization there. That could be a big grenade. Not that big. Needs to pop back into this tank crew here. This tank. Cutting it pretty close there, yeah. There's the major artillery coming down. Maybe. Major popped it before he... Yeah, it looks like major artillery. Ooh, engineer getting absolutely massacred here. We do have 2 Panzergrens out from Scylax. I'm not a huge fan of Panzergrens in general, especially on a big kind of open map like this. Osman out from Scylax as well. Questionable. This is very nice camo. Case blue camo, very realistic. This is a camo that you would definitely see in real life. Just the factory yellow with some, compressor applied green splotches around it. Definitely a realistic camo. Shooting down some planes there. I'd like to see that. Do we have a Schwer up? Sure, should also be shooting down planes. There it goes. We have a T-45 out here from Faith Hunter. I didn't notice that. What's a female T-45? Or was it? Maybe that was the pilot talking. No, it's a chick. I always appreciate it when I get a chick tank driver or a chick sniper. Somehow it makes the game a little more exciting. Grenade being popped off there. We do have the Panzer Shreks up from Scylax. Also not a huge fan of those. I tend to rely more on AT guns. Although one squad isn't too bad. I just hope he doesn't do it on both squads. Vet 4 Kubo here with 10 kills. Pretty impressive. He's using detection. Map hacks, as people call it. 19 kills in these MB40 Volks. That's also pretty impressive. Vet 5 already, 20 kills. Oh, could get the weapon that Zeus. And that is a T-45 at very low health. Is it gonna be enough? Oh, it misses. Oh, God. Oh, no. That was painful to watch. Everything went wrong. The Evergen missed, and the Volkskrans got just wiped. Awesome is marked, but did manage to shoot on the mark target plane. So when you use mark target, of course, you get the damage bonus against the tanks, but you also get a plane that comes around and tries to spot it. What a great ability. What ability is not good from guard motor coordination? The T-35s, the 120mm mortar, which I've been seeing a ton of recently. I don't know if somebody made a video about it or something, but I've seen so many 120mm mortars. I mean, not one of them per opponent, but like multiple ones. I've seen opponents, I think 75% of my games against Soviets recently have been against double 120mm mortars. I'm not saying it's, terrible to spam OP units or, meta units like Pathfinders, Jaeger Lights, 120s and stuff, but it is a little bit bland after a certain point. I definitely do my share of spamming unbalanced units, so I don't blame anybody. But it does get a little bit more. Man, these Pathfinders, oh, lots of kills here. Are they barred up there? Doesn't look like it. Sherman taking good damage from the Schwer, actually. Getting the rear armor hits there. Oh, Kubel getting out of there. Vet 5 Kubel, suppression though. Kubel is just so obnoxious late game too. It can run around, capture points. Even if it runs over a mine, it's likely just to self-heal itself. We do need to see some bigger tanks out here from the Axis, though. This Osman is not going to cut it.
We are losing Soldat.
Losing Soldaten. I don't know what Soldaten we're losing, but something, clearly. It looks like Faith Hunter might go for a base inspection? Maybe? No. Second thoughts. Double racks opening up. This one in the smoke, though. Probably can't see much. Might get wiped by the Paras. Doesn't, somehow. That one might get wiped. Doesn't. Some lucky racks there.
Is being overrun.
Osman open up on these Paras here.
Sherman, taking fire.
If I'm not mistaken, paratroopers have the same reinforced cost as riflemen. So riflemen cost 28. And we'll see in a second. I'm pretty sure paratroopers are also 28. Pretty crazy, right? Because paratroopers, I mean, pretty much in all respects better than riflemen.
Overrunning one of our capture points. Round complete. Hold fire.
Schwer probably gonna go down here. That's scary. He's gonna force BT7 to go for the. Ooh. Whoop. One more shot though. No? That's a bummer. Paratroopers do also cost 20. Yeah, the same reinforced cost as riflemen, so, you know, that's pretty impressive. They do have cost, of course, a good bit more to spawn in, and then you have to get the upgrades on them. Cost 360 to spawn as opposed to, what, riflemen's, what, 270? I don't play Americans that much. And when I do play Americans, I spam Pathfinders. So who knows what Rifleman costs? Rifleman costs 280. Pathfinder just went down there to the Flak Panzer. 50 cal, not going to have very good luck against it. Oof. Annihilated. Yeah, the Flak Panzer at Veteran C2 gets increased fire rate, which really, really increases its potency against infantry. What is BT7 going to do? He has built the supply truck here. He's probably going to go for the battle group headquarters just so he can build the King Tiger, I would guess. He's relatively close to it. Just a sliver of health left on that T-3485. Man, T-3485s are a big pain because they do get extra health, of course, which lets them take an extra anti-tank gun shot. And if this was T-3476, it would be dead right now. Plus slightly higher armor. Do have its rear armor facing you, though. Just hanging out. Okay. Probably need to see some attack ground right now from that anti-tank gun. Oh, it's got I see why it's showing. It's got the vehicle crew bears activated. Yeah, you gotta be careful to activate that in safety because if you activate it on the front of the field there and it gets stuck, you can't move it while the vehicle crew pairs are active. You could easily get picked off by a single anti-tank gun, especially if your rear armor is facing them. Yeah, that was a very questionable choice. Could be a good opportunity for the Axis to come back here a little bit. BT7 has built another Schwer. I don't approve of that. If you've already built the Schwer, you've already upgraded Panzer authorization, you don't need to rebuild it again to get the King Tiger out. So go for the King Tiger. You are close. No, he'd be almost there if he had just built the battle group instead of the Schwer. I really hate to see that. And now he has to upgrade it again with the Panzer authorization, blah, blah, blah. Ugh, come on. Just a waste. A waste of resources. Really should have gone for the King. Did I hear somebody say fuck you? That's pretty funny. Pyos does have enough for the P-47 rocket strafe.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Panther ready.
Panther out from Scylax. That's what we need to see. Help combat those P-45s. Also, good camo. Like to see it. Very realistic. Again, we have the factory yellow plus the two camouflage colors that Vehicles were provided with, brown and green. So this was a very possible camo. Also, like this one has a good like wear and tear on the corners, the metallic edges. Actually reflective. That's pretty cool. Those look really good. Scots, of course, out from Pyos. What is airborne without Scots, anyways? Why build Pathfinders if you don't build Scots? I would say you probably should get a Jackson instead of two Shermans, but, you know, whatever. Scott could go down, though. One more shot for the Panther. Should take it out, I think. Oh, Panther's hesitating, though. Didn't know what to do there. In or out, in or out. Mark target is popped on that Panther. Double Rack's doing work here, though. I do love Rocket Morphers. This is going to be my favorite AT gun. Just their survivability because of the ability to retreat makes them so much easier to be aggressive with. You know, you can constantly push them up, surprise your enemy where, you know, you couldn't do that with other AT guns because you would just get them abandoned and they would be stolen by your enemy and it'd be a huge loss for you. But the ability to retreat Rocket Morphers lets you get some cheeky, aggressive, you know, surprising shots in on your enemy. It used to be even worse when they could move while camouflaged. Of course, now you are not able to move while camouflaged. You have to stand still while camouflaged. BT-7 has gone for just a regular P4. I mean, the irony, of course, is that at this point he probably could have a King Tiger out if he had not rebuilt that Schwer. That's frustrating to see. Also, cool camouflage. Clearly, this is a winter camouflage, but does look more or less realistic. I believe it's the Ardennes Assault or something it's called. Camo? Ardennes something? Ardennes camo? We have the big old barrage coming down here from BT-7. Is it going to get any models? Probably not. Yeah, I just walked out of it. That barrage is pretty hard to hit with. It has a really noticeable audio cue. Takes a decently long amount of time to get in. It's useful on, like, you know, immobilized vehicles, snared vehicles, things like that. But it's not particularly useful on infantry because they can usually hear it, just walk out of the way. It's also quite expensive. What was it, like 200? Yeah, 200 munitions.
The fighting has lowered the enemy down to 200 points.
OKW has a lot of powerful artillery call-ins, but oftentimes they don't actually do anything because they're kind of, you know, they take so long to come in. They have very audible audio cues, things like that, and so you don't often get a lot done with things like assault artillery or the zeroing artillery. Of course, they do have Overwatch though with the skill planes, but yeah, the loiters are very powerful, just not the artillery columns. Vet 2 T-3485. Is the chick one? She's not talking to me. Get no response from whoever's in this tank. Can't click it. Alright. This Pack 40 is in red cover. This road all the way down to the base is red cover. Pack does go down. Yeah, just a quick note here. If you can get some troops onto this cutoff point and hold it from the enemy, it can be really hard to take back because of all this red cover. They're trying to walk at you towards this red cover, but it can be quite painful. Same thing to a lesser extent on this side of the map, although this doesn't seem to be red cover. It seems to kind of mixed with an imbalance in this map here, that red cover being, I think, more beneficial to players who are trying to take this cutoff point rather than players trying to take this one. Yeah, this is not red cover, this road. Weird. Where's this one is? That's so weird. Why would they do that? Oof. Should have wiped the Panzer gun squad there. Before it wipes this Pack 40 again, probably gonna destroy it in here. Misses. I don't know what this player is doing, but you can just attack move the Pack 40. It's much easier than attacking ground. It is more accurate. I'm done trying hard to stop the triple cap here. We have a triple cap here from the Allies going on, using their Blend Copper 2H frangible grenade. Got another Katyusha coming out here from Faith Hunter. These double 234-85s causing havoc. It is really hard to deal with. They got a lot of health. They've got a good penetration gun. And pretty good anti-infantry capabilities as well. Oh, this one looks like it's going to go down. Does go down to the Panzer Grenadiers. The other one taking shots from the Panther. 100 points left from the Axis right now. They've got to, as the guy said, reorganize the assault. More of the basically white phosphorus grenade going down here. Don't walk through that, buddy. Don't walk through that. So, not a good chance for BT7 to attack ground on these guys. Vet 3 rack, 2 Vet 3 racks. They fire so fast, don't they? Get the last shot off. Can you not see him? Attack ground. Yes! Beautifully done there. Beautifully done. I think that was an attack round. This could be the comeback for Axis right now. Oh, that Katyusha is really close to the front. If that Panther just pushed up a little bit. Yes! Oh my god. Whew. Don't know why the rack just shot. I was trying to shoot the Z. That makes sense. Oh, big shot for the Katyusha though. Scott has been on the field for a while, but has not got that many kills. The cool thing about the Scott is that if you use the barrage, you can still fire the barrage while moving as long as you stay in the range. So you can shoot it and then move around. It's really obnoxious. I actually had a video of my Scott going out of control and still firing and finishing his barrage. It was out of control for like 20 seconds. Axis just killed a lot of stuff there. They need to really push their advantage now. PT7 is pretty low on infantry though. Why can I not see what he had? BT7. There you go. Oh, not that low. It does got double Ocean and a Volkswagen on the field here. Not to mention the Stern Pioneers. We've got 5 Stern Pioneers. Panther pushing that Katusha, misses though. Oh, please get the kill. Oh, you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Smoke's popped, trying to get out of there. Oh, that's frustrating. That's gotta be really frustrating for Scylax there. Is he gonna get finished off by the AT gun? Very close. Looks like he might get out though. Axe is just holding on right now. Still a lot of infantry out from the allies. I think they are going to give up on the Panther chase, trying to get some attack grounds in there, but not being successful. Second Panther out from Scylax here. Equally cool camouflage. The second P4 out from BT7. Army Fallschirmjäger, which paratroopers. Learn to speak English there, Hans. Come on. Panther going for the Jackson down here. Massed AT guns though, ready to punish it. These Panthers need to get repaired. Katusha firing, trying to get Scylax off of the point here and finish those last 30 points. Grenadiers holding on. Oh, about to get wiped though, and they do go down. BT7 holding on to this point. Lots of guys in the middle from everybody, just trying to get, nope, decapped, but didn't manage to take it. Scott opening up. Yeah, this is when Scott's really annoying. Also, this map has a lot of weird sight blockers, and like this, for example, is a sight blocker, and it's you can't run it over with medium tanks either. So it's just kind of there for like half the game. Or longer, you know. I always destroy it if I'm playing Brits. I'll destroy this piece of cover, especially if I'm on this side, so I can get like an MG in here and cover this point. Destroy the cover with the Royal Engineers, of course, using the destroy cover ability. We have a Stukazu Foos out from BT7. Interesting call. Interesting call. Everybody repairing up. Last 25 points here from the Axis. Need to get these guys off of the field, off the point. Jackson here to punish the Panther 4. I haven't seen Pyos use his P-47 rocket strafe yet, unless I missed it, but I don't think so. Could be useful right now just to kind of guarantee, you know, to chase the Axis off the field for the last 20 points. Oh, why'd you retreat there, BT7? I think that was a misclick. That was not the time to retreat. The last 8 points of the game, you gotta sit there. Yeah, we do have the P-47 being called in now. Exactly, like I said, just to make sure that the Axis don't do any last pushes here. And that is the game. That was a fun one to watch. I think the Axis had a chance to come back. I really do think there was a critical error there from BT7 to rebuild the Schwer. I really think that if you lose your Schwer, you should go for the King Tiger in pretty much every situation. Yeah, why waste the, you know, whatever it is, 120, 130 total fuel rebuilding the Schwer when you don't need to, when you can just build the battle group or whatever, you know, half track you hadn't built earlier, upgrade that, and then you'll be able to call in the King Tiger, even if the Schwer is not on the field. Let's take a look at the stats here. Pretty balanced KD-wise. No big KD discrepancies. Almost everybody was 1-to-1, roughly. Yeah, I think that was a critical flaw from BT7. I also think the early Ostwin from Scylax was probably not the right choice, because I saw him tech up to Battle Phase 3, and then he built an Ostwin? Like, what was that about? Why would you tech up to Battle Phase 3 if you were just going to build an Ostwin? Why not build a Broom Bar at that point, right? Because you've already teched up. So some strange, build order choices from these guys. I think that's what really punished them in the end, just not having quite the right army composition to deal with the allies. I didn't see any huge micro mess ups, which is pretty cool. So these guys did really play well on a micro level. Of course, there's probably a lot of things that I missed, but just off the top of my head, like the one time where the Pioneers got wiped while they were repairing the scout car. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake, micro mistake. Anyway, so I think everybody played really well this game. Just a couple, army level issues that resulted in not quite the right combination of units to deal with the enemies there. Yeah, and at the end, of course, Katusha is just, grinding down the Axis. The Axis had a chance, though. They had a big opportunity for a comeback. They got those two 245s, and the Katushas almost had the comeback there, but just didn't have the staying power in terms of infantry. And yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please, like it and subscribe it. Ha ha ha. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe. And yeah, if you want me to cast your game, you can join my Discord, put the replay in the replay section, and there's a chance that I will cast it. So thank you guys very much, and bye-bye.